if you're going to participate in these tactics and then boot me up and you are a man, you really upset with your position in life. First of all, why would you downgrade your value as a man to let something foul and that's old and that doesn't care about your own well-being live in your spirit man, your conscious mind, and within your temple? It's a lot of people who you're supposed to be supporting with your higher self. Maybe you have similar issues as myself where the man of the house wasn't there to show his children how to be adults. And men and women, because maybe their father wasn't there. But we got to end this wickedness, yo. How can you be supporting a system that don't even care about our own upbringing? They didn't care about us. They don't care about us for real. How? How can you operate out of ego and think that's an advertisement towards even women to say this is something great to have? When you're not even embracing self-love. And if you have self-love, you sure enough will want someone you around to have self-love as well. We gotta heal, man. And not just the men, but also the women as well. We have to stop letting things as foul influence us, but then when it's their turn for the wickedness, they think, oh, I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna be all gentle. No, you playing with the devil, bruh. Don't you know the government participates in all of the sins, the things God hates, and you participating with that? What would all of our ancestors would tell us? What would they be doing? What would our grandparents would be doing? Let me make it more relatable within reach. Because my grandparents would have whooped my butt. Would have came out of the doggone corner from the whips and became a preacher for real. Straight up. Because times was hard. And times hard now. Look around. They're making us hate each other for money. And while you participate in these tactics, you go get high. And when you find out the result of the tactics, you go get high some more. But they're not there to help you evolve. I'm sick of these men operating out of lust and ego when that's not the real them. Different environments. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. They were made for more. They were created for more. I'm gonna bluntly tell them. This is one form of way they can be able to hear. Because I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna post this online. Because See, I be trying to heal from my own issues, and that makes me embrace my feminine ways and hobbies and habits. But when people come in my lane that don't, with being in my way and want their agenda to go their way, and I act like I'm supposed to listen to them, like, who is you from the get-go? I don't know your last name and your first name. Who are you? Other than carrying a spirit of the enemy. Who are you? Other than the opposition. Other than the op. Other than someone who's an agent from a wicked agency. They don't care about your well-being and everybody who they use in the community. It irks my nerves sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Because I'm not going to wish harm on these people. I don't wish bad for these people. But dang, if they don't look out for you, and they give you an illusion they're looking out for you, and then you want to betray me, I've been a fool before. I had to heal from that. You think I'm going to participate in that? Keep on dreaming. You got a hell of a wake-up call. I have a hell of a wake-up call too. It's called destiny. I don't want to lay next to a man that God gonna warn me and have destructions and warnings, and I can't deal with that. So I had to heal from a toxic man in my life, and I had to heal from my own toxic ways. If folk have a small mind and think this is me practicing religion, I'm sorry that your mind is that small. I tried to make it very realistic on what the real warfare is about and what purpose is about. I want to respect others' healing. I want to see their higher self, because that's connected to God's glory and His manifestations. Men that are established move different from men that's operating out of ego and lust and full of drugs. How can you support a system when you don't even recognize that they don't love none of us in the community for real, bruh? And it's not just the men. It's us women too. It's like, how many people are really waiting for you to heal and walk in your joy and your confidence, and not put your label of your value on money or around how many people support you, approve you, but God is waiting on you to heal. You move different when you get established. You're not meant to be no copy. You're not meant to be no puppet. And I'm not about to be no doormat. I'm not about to be nobody's sex toy. You better keep dreaming. You better go to whatever place you got to go and get your fix. You better go there, because it's not with me. You can label me whatever you want to label me. I don't answer to it. I don't look up to you. But I prefer you respect yourself It's like these people think I'm blind and dumb and gullible. It's like you haven't comprehended all the work of healing I've been doing. You want me to be stuck, but you haven't you haven't acknowledged one's growth. So either they thinking one is just yapping at the side of the mouth, and yet they getting high, getting drunk, and haven't evolved. Why you haven't evolved, yo? We're not supposed to compete with one another. We're not supposed to be lusting after everybody. I don't care if they look good or not. Our higher self is full of wisdom and power and great works, but our image was based off of how God made us. God made all of us beautiful. What are you talking about? Lust? What happened to real love, man? What happened to real love that stopped trauma? Stop abuse. Stop harassment. What happened to real love that stopped sleeping around? And that's for men and women. You want to know something real raw? I'm going to keep it raw real with you. I don't know if you can handle this here. Let me hold on one second. Let me turn on this here. Let me turn on my fan for me. You see, I love being honest and real. I love it. I love it. This is a form of healing for me. So I guess what? I don't carry that crap that what I've been through. I purge through it. I release it. But I also trust God. I don't want to carry all the things I've been through. I don't want to respond the way people operate out of ego. Operate out of, I want to abuse you. I want to talk about you. I want to use you. But first, I need access to you. No. You can go to Burger King and have your way there. But if you do any work of healing, you will value source and yourself. And anyone come around you, friendship, relationship, family, co-workers, no matter who it is, anyone come around you, you will want them to be accountable and walk in healing. Straight up. I'm going to be real with you. This might be a little uncomfortable. If you have a weak stomach, don't listen, because I might make your stomach flip right now. That's not the motive or intention. I had to look at why I was lustful towards men, why I was lustful towards women, and what did it give me? What did I gain from it? I already approached it with baggage. I already approached it with damage. I didn't get nothing greater, but more baggage and more damage. I didn't look at the root. I didn't heal the root of it. From healing the roots of things, I see what the effects can bring. All these things, from letting sin sit and live in the ways of the flesh is all demonic. Every last bit of it. So I just couldn't ask from healing from my childhood and adulthood trauma. I had to heal from things that was masking my brokenness and adding more trauma on. I don't know if you're hearing me. I'm speaking my truth on what helped me to heal. And it was the love of God. But the love of God was stripping me. Just about every individual I came in contact with that was operating out of lust was part of a narc system. From the physical, from what they've been through in their own life, from either way they was brought up, a narc system that was introduced some way, somehow. It's not even about the government. They was like that before they met the government because their ways is too thick. It's too set in the ways. It's too seasoned. I can tell ones who are new to the narc system because they're fragile, and the ones who are seasoned in the narc system, they cocky. And they use lust as one of their ways to manipulate others. I came too far. I deserve to heal, and everyone I cross paths with deserve to heal. And if you don't look out for your higher self and your well-being, then God bless you. You can't forever ignore the need of healing, but yet poke out your chest and point fingers and gossip about someone that doesn't have anything to do with you, but yet you want everything to do with them. It's not that kind of ball game going on. I feel insulted for, and it's a lot of, I feel insulted for myself and for the people being used, because it's like, we all deserve a lot better than this. We all were created for something better than this. Why not use that same energy and work and put that pressure towards the government supporting our free will and us having a better quality of life? Why not put that energy and pressure back on the enemy for him to walk with boundaries and standard and accountability and support others in the community on who they are? Why is there so much money being used with these tactics with individuals that are asleep. Are they severely damaged? And I'm not talking down on them. I'm distanced because I don't want to talk about them. I'm guarded because I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to label them of their shortcomings. When they heal, those things of their shortcoming is a testimony. I feel insulted for us all because we forget about our first love and the promises God made to us. But in another way, I feel insulted with how much power they idolize from the government when they know the government is wicked. How many generations has the government been wicked? How many different agencies has the government been wicked? How many homeless people are out on the street that are wicked? And you come around my way and you want to these tactics remind me of being in middle school. But the energy I had in middle school, I was fragile. The energy now is not that at all. I'm about that life like wildflower. Back then, I embraced my hair. I embraced the hell out of my hair. I loved myself. And I want to respect everyone that's similar, that has a similar hair trait as me, similar skin tone as me. But if I'm an enemy, if I'm the problem, then don't let evil live within you, please. And not for no corrupted, wicked government. They doing everything that God hates. They don't make room for the Spirit of God live within them. Examine those who leave the government, how they walk different. They talk different. The Spirit of God revealed the cop before I met him. The Spirit of God is the one who's been revealing one's motives from the root. I don't have a problem with people. I have a problem with the spirit they operate from. Because it's not supporting healing. It's supporting narcissism. It's supporting wickedness. It's supporting abuse. It's supporting the government free will, partial your agenda, and not even your own free will. It's totally it's unhealthy. If they stand for justice and they have accountability and have so much power, they should be showing how to walk with accountability. And it's totally butt backward. These people work for the devil, man. Every last one of them. Who participate in these tactics? They work for Satan. You can't participate in the tactics and then want to talk about God, but ignore the works of healing. No. I'm the problem. Show me how to heal in all environments. Don't just show me who you are and I'm supposed to be moved by that because it's old and it's weak. Either show one how to heal, respect one on their own healing, or move out the way. Because getting high get old. Operating out of ego gets old. Operating out of lust gets old, and it's going to leave you full of diseases. The same groups of people that you support, and you thinking one is not able to know that you're with these groups. Do you know that they send one my way that had HIV? Do you know they send one my way that want to hit on me and I'm out here causing harm to nobody? Who gonna put up with that? I have every right to expose every bit of abuse, verbally, physically, emotionally. I have every right to. Who gonna operate out of fear? It's completely hypocritical when you want to slander me, talk down on me, but you ain't doing more. You're not doing any healing. So what can you show me? What is there to look up to? What am I supposed to be in fear of? Because it's a group of you? But a group of you have, excuse my French, shitty ways that you can't even be accountable for. I'm supposed to respect you. You're not supposed to be my enemy. But you're my enemy based off of what you let live within you. But according to what they say, he say, she say, they say, I'm your enemy based off of them paying you. I'm your enemy because based off of the claims that they say about me. But why nobody ever filed charges is the question. Why they let little middle school gossip go on. Does that look like someone that's powerful, what they would do? If they represent the justice system? Yet, everyone they use, they're going to have to be accountable for how these people are acting, how they're performing, but not healing, not growing. I don't want to get in the way of the karma coming. You don't see it, you're part of the brainwash. I pray you see it. I hope you heal. I hope you don't put something that's man-made in front of who you meant to become and blossom. And that you being established as a man or woman in this world. I hope you don't put that in front of you. Because very oddly, I don't want beef with none of these people. But I be dang on, I'm going to put up a drama with them. I'm going to expose them. Like hell I am. But who's reminding them or supporting them for healing? You can't be lustful all your life thinking you're going to be disease, drug free, all that crap. Man, please. Come on, we got to get real. We got to get real. How nasty it is to hop from person to person to person to person to person, and you don't heal from all those connections you've been through, you were connected to. And you thinking you're gonna live life, you're gonna keep on abusing individuals? Yeah, you wanna micromanage their pain and play God, but you got your own that you need to heal from. Again, I'm in my own lane 24/7. And I could reflect on my own issues, what I can remind others about. I remind myself that before my feet hit the floor. Meaning, before I walk out the door, I remind myself, hey, be accountable for your own thoughts. Be accountable for your own actions. Keep your hands clean. The piece you leave without the door, come back with. But remove all idols out of the mind and heart and soul so the Spirit of God can speak. It's like the abuse creates the settings of what the enemy wants one to be in. I find it insulting. He uses individuals who have been having a rough life. I feel insulted for them. Just as much as my own suffering that I had to deal with from the hands of the government. And also from wrong ways. But ain't no man worthy and is able to block one from being accountable. Let God's wrath reign, man. God's wrath in due time is going to rain. Money is not going to be the fulfillment. The drugs can't get you high enough. You can't run from the need of what healing brings. No one that's healing is going to support an ego. I'm not about to do it. If I don't support my own ego, what makes you think I'm about to support any of these men ego? I don't care who they are. I don't care how powerful they are. I don't care how extra large they think their tool is. I don't give a care. I don't care how gorgeous they think they. What about their soul? What about all of our souls? Our identity, our higher self. Aren't we worthy of healing? Aren't we all worthy of the promises that God made to our ancestors about them and about us? You don't support prophecy and you don't support purpose, but you're attacking someone that's about supporting purpose and the will of God extremely hardcore. Every time you attack me, you support me supporting purpose because I give it to God. I came too far. I suffered too much. I've been through too much to depend on a man or myself or anybody that thinks they're greater than God. No, I'm going to surrender everything over to God and serve Him more. In due time, you're going to see it's not religion. When the Holy Spirit speaks and reveals things, you're going to see it's not religion, that He's in the midst. And a lot of these brothers, a lot of these men, you got daughters, you have sisters, you have a mom. Would you want the way you treat me? Would you want someone to treat your mother, your daughter, your sister, your aunt, maybe your niece, your nephew, or anyone in your family? Would you want them to treat them that way? It don't have to be a woman. Look at how all of men that are not there for their children, look at how the curses rub down onto the children. And if they don't heal, it's double curses they're walking in. What are we doing? You can't just talk and project negative works on me and then think one can't see how much you're not healing, and I'm supposed to respect that funky lame ego, but you're not showing up in this world giving God glory. You're not showing up in this world established, but you want somebody to acknowledge and feed into that lame ego. Man, go to hell with that lame ego, bruh. Throw away the ego and get established. And it's nobody but an enemy and a male enemy from the government with these tactics, because it's nowhere in my agenda, in my character, and my standards have I ever wanted to ever have low standards or to be that desperate, to be one, to be lustful to someone that's within reach. That's what men do. Usually when women, when they cheat or whenever they do their dirt, which I'm not promoting that. Hell, in my past when I did my dirt, it wasn't with some dog. It wasn't with a man that wasn't within my reach. I had to see every day. Why would I want to do that now? It's giving you're desperate. And everybody you use, they carry that energy of the puppet master's desperate and a coward. Good day.